I hope you're all warm. The ice age is coming. The speaker has talked about meditation and the things involved in meditation at the end of the talks, because he feels that unless we put the house in order, meditation has very little value. Meditation is really quite important. If one knows or understands the deep meaning of meditation. And he has purposely put it at the end of the talks, because, you see, order in our lives must be established righteously before we can even think about meditation and that which is eternally sacred. And so we will talk this morning about order. And we have talked about it also during the last three talks. And order is necessary. Order in our action, order in our relationship with each other, order in our daily, everyday activity. And to understand the very quality of order, which is totally different from discipline. Discipline, the root of it is to learn, not to conform, not to obey, not to imitate, but rather the order that comes through learning. Learning about ourselves, not according to some philosopher, some psychologist, but to discover order for ourselves, which is free from all sense of compulsion, from all sense of determined effort or order along a particular direction, and to discover that order which comes very naturally, and therefore in that order there is righteousness, not according to some pattern, but order, not only in the outward world which has become so utterly chaotic, because in ourselves we are not clear, we are confused, uncertain. And so to learn about ourselves, and that learning is part of order. And to learn about oneself not according to some psychologist, however erudite, however knowable, but if we follow another, we shall not be able to understand ourselves. And it is necessary to understand ourselves in order to have order. We live in disorder, both outwardly, politically, religiously, socially, also economically. Except in the technological world, we live in some kind of chaotic, meaningless existence. And to find out what is order, we must begin to understand, if we may point out, the nature of our relationship. We live, and our life is a movement in relationship. One cannot possibly live alone, because however one may think one lives alone, you're always related to something or other, either to the past or some projected image in the future. So life is a movement in relationship. And in that relationship, there is disorder. And we must together examine closely why we live in our relationship with each other, however intimately or superficially, why we live in such disorder in our daily life. As we have been pointing out during the past 3 talks, we are thinking together. The speaker is not pointing out anything or trying to persuade you to think in a particular direction or doing any kind of persuasive, subtle pressure on you. On the contrary, we are together thinking over our problems, human problems, thinking together and discover what our relationship with each other is. Whether in that relationship there is order, whether in that relationship we can bring about order. And so, to understand the full meaning of relationship with each other, however close, however distant, we must begin to think, we must begin to understand why the brain creates images. I hope we are following each other.